Hello everyone, it is Friday, so that means we are doing our Floor Work Friday WOD vlog today. We've got a 3 movement circuit for you today, and as always, these are all exercises where the only thing they require is a floor to move on. No exercise equipment required. That means that you can do this workout at home, on the go, or even at the gym if you just want to do something different than using the weights or the campus board or whatever for once. So we have a 3 movement circuit. You're gonna need a timer for this because we're not doing these for reps, we're doing them for time. So you'll need a timer on your phone will probably work, or if you have like a watch or something, anything, whatever is easy for you to click start and stop. We'll start with a bear crawl variation, and then we'll have a crawling variation, but it's gonna be kind of the opposite of a bear crawl, so it'll be pretty cool. And then we'll do a little core exercise to finish off the circuit. You're gonna do this circuit a total of 3 times. You're gonna rest for 60 seconds between each circuit. So considering the time that it'll take for each exercise, a total circuit's gonna be 4 minutes. So 3 of those circuits is going to take you 12 minutes. And if you wanna do a 4th circuit, that'll bump it out to like that 14-minute range. Or that 15-minute range. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get started. So the first movement of our circuit today is something I call bear sneak. So it's going to be kind of the same pattern as a bear crawl, only we're going to kind of change up the tempo a little bit. So you're going to be in your bear crawl position, and I want you to kind of float on the opposite hand and opposite foot. And then you're going to try and switch hands and feet. So you got a hand and a foot in the air and a hand and a foot on the ground. You're going to try to switch them at the same time as quickly as you can, as quietly as possible. So it should look something like this. The challenge is going to be keeping your balance. I tend to tilt forward usually. And when you do that, just kind of like tap the ground just enough to keep you up, and then go again. And usually after 10 or 15 seconds of that, you kind of find your rhythm, and it gets a little bit more, or a little less awkward. So you're going to do that for 60 seconds, and you'll immediately go into our next exercise. So the second exercise in our circuit today is a pretty common one. You might have seen this before if you've ever come to my group fit classes. You might have seen it there. So this is called a crab crawl. So it's essentially like bear crawl, only instead of facing the ground, we're going to be facing the ceiling. So I want my fingers, this is important to remember, pointing towards my heels. So a lot of people will kind of do this. I don't recommend that for crab crawl. This can be a good forearm stretch, but as long as we're like trying to move around and articulate ourselves on the ground, it's much more advantageous for you to have your fingers facing towards your heels. So palm slide on the ground, heel slide on the ground, now pop up. We're not going into a full table here. You're gonna want your butt a little bit close to the ground so you can kind of like move around and have room to move your hips. And all it is you're just gonna crawl, trying to keep it slow and controlled. And so I have this like small room here. It's probably like 12 by 12, maybe 14 by 14. So this is where I work out at home. Obviously it's not big enough for me to get like long strides in, so I'll kind of do laps, or I'll go back and forth, and then so I'll go back and forth, and then I'll crawl sideways a little bit. Just kind of play around with it, do whatever. Like the bear crawl, you're going to do this again for 60 seconds. Once you've completed 60 seconds of the crab crawl, then we'll move on to the 3rd and last exercise of the circuit. So for our 3rd and final exercise of the circuit, we're going to do a little core exercise. It's kind of a variation of a glute bridge, or the combination of a glute bridge and a windshield wiper. So if you've ever done a windshield wiper before, you'll know it's when you're laying on the ground and you're bringing your hips and knees over to one side or the other. If you want to make it a little harder, you can straighten your knees out. So what we're going to do is a variation of that. We're going to kind of combine that with a glute bridge. So I'm going to get my heels right about where I want them if I were going to do a glute bridge. Pop my hips in the air, so I am going to kind of start in a glute bridge. But now I'm going to bring my feet and knees together. Your knees on the extreme ends of the arc might come a little bit apart. That's fine. What you're going to do is something kind of like a windshield wiper. Only you're going to bring your knees to the ground, keeping your feet there. And again, you're going to put a timer on, and you're going to do this for a 60-second period. And then you'll be done with the circuit. So once you have completed those 3 exercises in succession, you can go ahead and put just like a 3-minute timer on, maybe instead of having to like reset the timer every minute. You're then going to rest for a minute, and then you'll repeat that again for a total of at least 3 sets. Throw in a 4th set in there if you're feeling strong, and then you will be done with the WOD today. So I'm gonna try and keep this real short for you guys, since I know it's Friday and you're trying to go out and do, you know, Friday type things. So that's the WOD today. If you guys have any questions about it, definitely DM me, comment on the video, or email me at caveman@tylerrockgym.com. I would love to help you out in any way that I can. If you guys would like to be on the WOD sometime, or there's some certain exercises you'd like to see on the WOD sometime, that'd be really cool. I'd love to hear your ideas. If you know anyone, any like other trainers in Tyler or anything like that would like to be on the WOD vlog, that'd be super cool too. So I would love you to get me in touch with them. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy the workout. I hope you guys enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for another kettlebell WOD vlog. I'll see y'all then, guys.